Good evening. Thank you for joining us on the news at 7 on 80 International, and we're live in Abuja. I am Ruth Aguela. First, the headlines. Working in a mining site in Wase town arrived from Ethiopia on Friday.
And you know that will take 14 days. We cannot say whether now they have contacted the virus or not. That would be done after the team has left Wase and is back to Jos. But for investigation, they have been placed under investigation. If you want to call it quarantine, that is okay. Yes, what we would tell the public is to maintain the least decorum of hygiene, washing your hands, avoiding crowded places, staying in isolation as much as possible, and looking for masks. The assurance that we are going to give Plateau people is that there are wards in both Youth and Plateau Specialist Hospital that have been isolated to take care of cases like that, in case we have them.
The Commissioner for Health also said he cannot confirm their health status until the medical team dispatched to Wase return with its report. And to another deadly disease, case studies have shown that early detection of cancer enhances effective treatment of the disease. In this report, Joseph Otson reports on a case of a survival and efforts at early diagnosis to save victims of this deadly disease.
It is estimated that 26,000 people worldwide are likely to die of cancer disease daily. Data from World Cancer Research Fund indicates some 100 cases of cancer occur every year in Nigeria. Hadiza Bello is one among few who have survived from cancer. She was diagnosed of cervical cancer in 2014.
They did operation for me in Nigeria, Gokoleta specialist, and Gokoleta teaching hospital. It was when they did the operation that the doctor found out that the tumor is there, it's not in the cervix, it's outside the cervix.
Hadiza was able to get treatment abroad to survive from the deadly disease, but there are many out there with similar cases who cannot afford treatment. As someone who has gone through the pain and understands what other
In approving the retirement, President Buhari affirmed that it is without prejudice to ongoing investigation into allegations against the immediate past head of the civil service of the Federation. He thanked Mrs. Oyoita for her invaluable service rendered to the nation and wished her well in future endeavors. Information and Culture Minister Lai Mohammed has appealed to Nigerians to de-emphasize ethnicity, religious differences and social status and coexist as Nigerians with great respect and tolerance for one another. The minister made the appeal at the 70th anniversary of Government College Kefi. Anthony Forsen reports.
The minister's appeal is founded on the principle upon which they were raised, reflecting back his secondary school days in Government College Kefi, where students from all parts of the country assembled for the same purpose and not seeing each other with a difference.
So, at a very tender age in Kefi, we were made to see ourselves as Nigerians. And this is because it was not only students of northern origin that gained admission to Kefi. Any Nigerian who was living or whose parents was living in any part of northern Nigeria was entitled to sit for the common entrance examination.
Ironically, the reverse is the case today, the minister pointed out. Irrespective of the diverse nature of the North, with its multiple ethnic composition, while they, as Muslims, look forward to Ash Wednesday, Christians, on their part, also look forward to the month of Ramadan.
As a Muslim, I look forward to the Lent period, like Salim also. Because that was the only time in Kefi we were allowed to serve fish. So we look forward to Easter and Lent period. And during Ramadan, our Christian colleagues will join us to fast.
If these attributes are embraced, Lai Mohammed said, Boko Haram will have no platform to use religion to divide the country. Speaking on the need for non-governmental intervention in the educational sector, Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sile was emphatic that government alone can shoulder the burden of education.
So education remains the best and the most fundamental and social enterprise for every one of us.
In their goodwill messages, Emir of Kefi, Shehu Chindoya Musa III, former JAMB Registrar, Professor Bello Salim, and other dignitaries at the occasion all call for a holistic approach in tackling the nation's ailing educational sector by promoting ideals that will make the school environment friendly for sound learning, rather than promoting patronage for institutions that run contrary to the educational foundation that was laid. From Kefi.
That report was by Anthony Forsen. Let's talk agric. Pragmatic ways of boosting domestic production, improve value chain addition and attract more investment in the agricultural sector is captured in a book titled Inside Tomato, The Role of Science, Technology and Innovation for Sustainable Tomato Production in Nigeria. Francis Fom reports that the book has been presented to the public.
Tomato is said to account for 60% of global vegetable production. Nigeria is the largest producer of tomatoes in sub-Saharan Africa. That, however, falls short of domestic demand of 2.4 million metric tons per annum. In a bid to meet the domestic demand of the commodity, this 6-chapter book by Idris Ojoko suggests the approaches in developing and adopting appropriate technologies for tomato farming and processing systems.
Farmers can actually find it very, very beneficial and economical, so that we don't actually rely on importing.
Now you take a copy.
Special Advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Femi Adesina, is the book reviewer.
The book is in 6 chapters. If you go into tomato farming with the information this book makes available for you, it empowers you for good returns.
Minister of Science and Technology and Senator Tanko Almakura believe the book will serve as a roadmap for attaining self-sufficiency in tomato production and processing.
If Nigerians can read this book, we can have entrepreneurs, we can have people who will start very small businesses with the capacity of these businesses to grow into large ones.
The only way to spread the wealth, create employment, is to go through diversification in different sectors, not limited to agri.
In another development, the Benue State Commissioner for Energy, Science and Technology is seeking better ways of collaborating with the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology for mutual benefits. Ogbonnaya Onu advised states to start using science, technology and innovation to add value to the natural resources they have. Francis Fom, NTA News.
All right, let's take a break. We're back shortly, so don't go anywhere. Thanks for being with us. The federal government has urged states that have not set up Ministry of Science and Technology to do so in their best interest. Minister of Science and Technology Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu made the appeal when he received Benue State Commissioner for Energy, Science and Technology in Abuja. Leveraging on the fact that science and technology affects all areas of development, the minister said time has come for all states of the Federation to establish science and technology ministries in their states to in the best interest of Nigeria. Dr. Onu commended Benue State government for taking the bull by the horn in establishing Science and Technology Ministry and for seeking partnership with the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology to move their states and Nigeria to greater heights. The State Commissioner, Godwin Oyuwana, appealed to the Federal Ministry of Science and Technology to assist the state to upgrade its technology incubation center. Let's look at arts. Lack of a national art center, problem of managing art collections, and the challenge of art forgeries were highlighted as major issues affecting the development of art in Nigeria. At the 12th edition of the National Gallery of Art's annual lecture in Abuja, experts seek ways of addressing these issues in the development of contemporary art in Nigeria. Oyina Kaluoka will tell us more.
The Nigerian contemporary art scene, practitioners believe, draw a lot of imagination and knowledge from tradition. The 12th series of the National Gallery of Art annual lecture, last held in 2012, is an opportunity for the young, aspiring and accomplished artists to interact. Exploring ways of projecting the country's rich cultural heritage was pointed out.
You must learn to use what God has given to you to make the best use of it. And again, to all of you Nigerians, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your culture. Speak your language.
With the theme, Recurrent Issues in the Development of Contemporary Nigerian Arts, guest lecturer Professor Jerry Buhari focused on some issues challenging the development of art in Nigeria.
Without a national edifice, it will be difficult to build a coherent collection, a coherent national collection.
The benefit is that Nigeria artworks will have a space for general public to view and appreciate. And what NGA is doing will be noticed.
The annual National Gallery of Art lecture is designed to advance the course of knowledge in the art world. Oyina Kaluoka, NTA News.
And next is a highlight of major events that made headlines in the course of the week, and Obiageli Ugoke will be our guide.
Thanks for joining us. Worried over deteriorating security situation in parts of the country, President Muhammad Buhari on Monday summoned security chiefs for fact-finding and charting the best way forward. President Buhari insists on more proactive, aggressive and decisive actions against the terrorists and other criminal activities across Nigeria. The engagement came days after renewed Boko Haram attacks in parts of northeast Nigeria. And from the National Assembly, we brought you a report that the Senate urged the Chief of Army Staff to establish a military base in Garikida community in Adamawa State attacked by gunmen recently. This followed the motion of urgent public importance by Senator Aishatu Dahiru, which also stressed the need for the establishment of the military base in all communities bordering Sambisa Forest. The motion called on the Northeast Development Commission to commence rehabilitation and reconstruction on structures destroyed, while the National Emergency Management Agency should assess the extent of damage and provide relief materials to those affected.
We are not going to rest on our oars until we are able to provide solutions to the insecurity in the country. This is the essence of our being in government.
Meanwhile, the House of Representatives has passed for second reading a bill seeking immunity for presiding officers of the National Assembly. The bill, sponsored by Representative Olusegun Adebumi, calls for alteration of Section 308 of the Constitution to enable extension of immunity to presiding officers of the National and State Assemblies. House members adopted a motion calling the provision of adequate security in Garikida of Adamawa State, which was attacked by Boko Haram insurgents over the weekend.
From Garikida, in the last 4 weeks, Your Excellency, villages around Chibok, like he has just described, villages in my constituency, Ngulde, Askra, were also attacked.
Away from that, the federal government approved about 32 billion naira for the enhancement of the nation's critical roads infrastructure, as well as aviation and water resources sectors for the growth and development of the economy. The decision was at this week's meeting of the Federal Executive Council, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari.
First is Bale